And welcome back, guys. We're going to be playing some more Dune. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let's get back into it.
Hello? Are you the server? I would like to change my order. Oh, please hold. Allow me to adjust the ocular acuity of my eye implants. My husband is always complaining. Eilith, turn your eyes up. I like to keep them turned down in public. Too much visual hurly-burly gives me vapors. There. Yes. Are you the server? Would you be a dear and see if you could change my beverage order from spiced coffee to tea?
Found what you were looking for? Or just a new regret, if you must? Saw him when he came in to measure his vantage draft. Faster with the paw like a chemist balancing a toxin. That was this morning. His assistant Hester and that puffed-up wine merchant Ambrose Lucifera used to intrude, but not lately. The last few weeks he kept the door closed and the bottle closer. What was he reading? I don't always keep up. Very heavy, and good for killing ants. I'm holding out for the Communinet adaptation. Histories of Imperial Descent Volume 6 was a real hoot. He was a good customer, generous with his bar tab, which was paid like clockwork at the end of every month. That was my impression. The Solaris were always transmitted by wire from an account with an arsent transit code. A garrison town in the eastern Haga Basin. Pray you never see the place. It's where the Sardaukar are encamped.
You dare bother me again? How dare you ask me a question? Avert your gaze. Has no one trained you to behave in the company of your betters? Begone from sight.
Are you from the planetologist office? I'm getting rather annoyed. Wait, I can't hear you at all. Allow me to engage my enhanced hearing. Only there. Now, tell me again. Are you from the planetologist office? My grandson Cyprian is the Imperial planetologist here. Certainly he is knowledgeable. Young Cyprian was courted by all the... I don't know anything about that. Certainly our financial endowments were sizable enough to ensure all the best degrees. What expertise do you speak? It's what's subordinate. How so? Why should he be hampered by trivialities such as a lack of expertise? He is the Imperial planetologist. Are you from his office? His love letters, you fool. We've been over this before. We worked very hard to write exceptional romantic prose. He better not muck it up. Between the three of us, we have nearly 600 years of experience in the art of wooing. Does it please you to know that my systems are all in perfect working order? Perfect working order? The Benetalax do spectacular work. You might... Business before pleasure. Has Cyprian signed his damn letters?
Back so soon? Looking for Austin Lath, hmm? Let me tell you about Corporal Lath. No relation, mind you. 5th Mesa Infantry, Dejamwadi, hell of a fight. We'd cut down half a cohort of Harkonnen dragoons and engineers, stalling the Bastion's build. One blink too long, and we were marked. Last fire from the Bastion's shadow, pinning us down, peeling men apart. But Corporal Lath, he moved through that ruin like it was his own grave. Blood on the stone, breath like ash. Got behind the nest, killed it quiet. A minor victory swallowed by the endless grind of war. Corporal Lath and 11 other troopers died that day. You want a hero's tale, that's it. But don't expect the Lath you're chasing to be like that. Different man. This one's just a ghost story for fools at the bar. I hope your Lath is alive.
Do mine ears detect the footfalls of someone who will add a... Austin's dead. But I only saw him recently. So full of life. Wait. Wait. Is this a potential murder investigation? How charmingly macabre! Do you really think someone murdered poor Austin? Shh, don't spoil it. Yes, I simply must be involved. How might I facilitate your sleuthery? Now see here, I am only midway through today's debauch, and am of sound enough mind to answer the queries of both of you. There are 2 of you, yes? I jest. Oh, do lighten up. This isn't a funeral, it's a possible murder scene. I've already imbibed several libations in dear Estem's memory. Yes, of course. Carry on. My occasional drinking companion has an education in engineering. If anything, he's even more of a man of leisure than I. He has an advisory position at the Imperial Planetologist's office, though I don't believe he's ever set foot in that office. His carnal pursuits are prodigious. He worked his way through nearly all of Arrakeen's eligible ladies. The man knows how to pitch woo prolifically. It's been a most unusual pleasure. The return. I've already imbibed several libations. Yes, of course. It's been a most unusual pleasure. Should you discover any more juicy details?
You are back. How can I help? He did say something about hating the Harkonnens, but that does not make him special around here. Trouble and the Harkonnens go hand in hand here. You could throw a stick in any direction and hit someone with a grudge against the Baron. But a murder here? Right under Hawat's nose. That is not just bold. She is near impossible. You would need more than hate or ambition. He did say something about hating the Harkonnens, but that does not make him special around here. Trouble but a murder here, it would take something special.
Found what you were looking for? Or just if you must? Saw him when he came in to measure his... It's been a while. He didn't want me in there. Not anymore. Just that I respected his wishes. But maybe I shouldn't have. Alibi. I was behind this bar, pouring drinks and enduring the company of men far duller than... Ask Ugo. Ask the regs. Ask anyone who's sober enough to spell alibi. I eagerly anticipate your return. No.
Ah, the return of our I've already imbibed several Yes. Yes, of course. Carry on. My occasional... He has an advisory. He's here more often. Well, his carnal pursuits are... My occasional... He has an... He's here more often than even... Well, his carnal pursuits... It's been a most...
Very well. What do you want? He's finally dead. How do... Actually, I don't want to know the details. He will be expunged from the records. Nobody will know he even came to Arrakis. Did you hear, Portavoy? We finally win. There is nobody to challenge us for the title of Imperial Planetologist any... Very well, what do you want? Have you? And yet somehow you still possess your fingers and toes. What did Grandmother want, pray tell? Aristae Atreides. How I am sick of that name, as if a match was ever possible. For one, she dresses like an ugly boy. Desert khaki was never in. And two, my grandmother knows well the direction which my tastes lie. And it is not... Have you? And yet somehow you still possess your fingers and toes. Well, what did Grandmother want, pray tell? Of course she was. I don't need you to tell me that. Ugh, I tire of this conversation. Portafoy, engage. Very well, what do you want? What a delightful topic of conversation. Perhaps you are worthy of dallying in my presence. At least for a little longer. I am Cyprian Io, Imperial Planetologist. Hard indeed. Kept from the... Were you not paying attention? I just explained the hard... Very well, what do you want? Oh, nothing dramatic. He might have broken an arm or a collarbone. Perhaps a few errant teeth might have been deposited in the gutter. Yeah. Just a bit of light sport, you know.
Oh, I swear to the stars, if you're here to ply me with a drink, I'm going to... Let me be plain. This is the worst possible time. I do not wish to speak. Kindly go... You've seen... Very well. I was his assistant. We were... No. And what does it matter? There's no foul play. Now, if you'll... Who made that fanciful exaggeration? Ambrose Lucifera? The man's mind is a perverted carnival. I saw nothing to suggest anything of the sort. Now that sounds like a fanciful exaggeration. I at least saw nothing to suggest anything like that.
You do not appear to be injured or ill. I can't say I know the name. A possible murder, then. I see. That is interesting. At least morbidly so. Today has taken an interesting turn. I'll do the best I can without a body to directly examine. That could definitely support suspicions of poison. However, there are myriad other medical reasons that could... A poison snooper would be the most expedient method. I'm afraid I don't have any snoopers at all. My supplies are lacking in general at the moment. If I knew that, I'd have one already. but I'm not exactly familiar with the more illicit sources of goods in Arrakis.
Oh, hey there, friend. Looking for anything special? Well, color me curious. You're in luck. I just so happen to have a snooper. I could part with it for a proper pittance of Solari, or perhaps some alternative. Come back when you have enough Solari.
Welcome. Would you like to dip? How much Thalaris would you like to withdraw?
Oh, hey there, friend. Well, color me curious. You've got a specific purpose and you're in luck. Solari always spends. Much obliged.
You? Again? You're like a rash. I'm sorry. Was that hurtful? Not hurtful. I'm in over my head. Murder? No, there's clearly been a mistake. The situation is insane enough without these wild theories. All right, you nerve-wracking hound. Let me think. Perhaps I do know something that would help. Stranger than usual? He did become extra agitated. Paranoid, even. Particularly after a meeting with a strange woman. A redhead. He met with her in a closed room for hours. He came out, distressed, immediately ordering a thopter transport for the following day. I don't know if I should... He had a secret workshop in the Eastern Shield Wall. I don't know why he chose such a remote location. I don't know what he worked on there. I never saw him work. I'll send you the coordinates of the workshop. I understand. Let's get this over with. Murder. I just can't believe... Well, the more I think about it, someone murdering Austin isn't so unbelievable. I don't know what to believe. Austin wasn't a conventional boss. He rarely came into the office. A dysfunctional workplace, to say the least. No guidance, little teaching. With the absence of Cyprian Io, I've been taught nothing. In essence, I'm the acting planetologist of Arrakis. I've long suspected someone owes him You should understand, Austin was a brilliant engineer, as near as I can tell. But something shattered him at some point. It wasn't any one thing or any describable clue. Just a million tiny intangibles taken in while being around. Once I saw him sobbing over a set of city planning sketches. He didn't see me. He avoided his work and skill set. It made him feel... I'm not sure how he made ends meet. An alibi for Austin's murder... I was out on business that Austin had been neglecting. I'm afraid the only proof I can show are piles of hastily prepared paperwork. Alistair and Ugo have access to any room in the Seleucid Ball, of course. I know I've seen Ambrose Lucifera in and out of there. Isn't that the thing about murder? We're often surprised by who is capable, but I can't imagine them killing someone in their own establishment. And Ambrose seems to... Was that some sort of... Not specifically... Well... I don't know if it is any way connected, but Austin's political demeanor towards the end...
Ah, you are back. How can I help? But who would want to kill a Master Lathe? He was already doing a good job over there himself, between his taste for that house of deserters. And keep it down, stranger. Master Lathe was a public. He would vanish. Poof. That is when he would hole up.
Ah, the return of our... Why, I should think you'd be the resident expert on poison. Just a jest at your expense. All water under the bridge, I assure. Now, what were we talking about? A proper murder mystery. And I'm a suspect. How wickedly romantic. Nothing comes to mind. He was a sad sack of wine where... Pshaw, we can hammer out a motive later. I'm just glad to be in the rogues gallery of this cape. I can say this about poisoning Austin. It would be easy to do. The man had recently developed a bottomless appetite for spiced alcohol. Not everyone can handle vice with the charm and panache. Something terrible haunted that man. 1 part guilt and 2 parts fear of discovery. Shaken well and garnished. Take it as you will. I am just a fatuous noble brat with too much leisure on his hands. Or perhaps I'm at my... Allow me to lend you an ear. Maybe 2. Ah, yes. His illimitable nervous tic. I can stomach murder and cadavers, but just... And I'll tell you another thing. He had deep-seated mother issues that bordered on... We can smell our own. I can say that he was rather buried in that book. A recent reading obsession. He even had it open at the bar, barely registering the people around. I was mildly put off by all the finger-licking he did whilst turning the pages, but if moisture is needed on Arrakis, one must simply supply it themselves. Oh, yes, that was the most scandalous bit about it. A rather controversial text full of criticisms of the Empire. The title was... Histories of Imperial Descent for... Come to think of it, he also recently read a banned Sandflies manifesto titled Wings in the Dark, Notes Toward a Future Without Chains. Yes, well, I simply must petition my house to change our motto to... I'm afraid I missed out on that bit of God. Only that they have an improbably high propensity for slapping me, men and women. Though to be fair to them, I... Oh, do you mean Austin's tremulous little apprentice cowering at the window? In that case, no. I shall count the minutes and... Do I get to play the part of a potential sus... Anyway, well, only the usual assortment of pay. It's been a most
Found what you were looking for. I believe you are mistaken. Master Lathe is under the... Known side effects include coma, confession, and occasionally death. You're right. No games. Just a corpse in the Espada room and a list of... Murdered? No. Master Lathe was far too committed to slow, deliberate... Self-loathing's not a flaw in this town. He spent it on bad liquor, bad romance, and bad books. In that general order. Weird stuff. Off-the-record titles. Class struggle. Sorry. The desk. Things you don't read for fun. I don't know. I suppose we just hold the weight until it crushes us. You will have to ask his assistant, Hester Klimt. She catalogues tragedy like a tax collector. Go spoil her mood. Master Lathe collected bad decisions. Vanta Draft. Master Lathe said it, not officially, depending on who you ask. Optimistic. Report. You rattled her then? Good. Did anything shake loose? Did she say where? If he was running, that's the direction we look. Very good. You're starting to think like a Cheops player. But every cleared square reveals a trap or a truth. Go see which one Lathe left behind.
Alrighty, that looks like a good place to stop. Make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.